are entering the Urban Suite with Dr. LisaMLaCon. Let's talk about urban issues plaguing our community.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Let's talk about mental health.
Bestie, we went to the Essence Festival. So she asked me if I wanted to go, and I said, sure. She's the one we drove cross country from California to DC. We had a ball. So, I'm a tag along. I just follow. I go. I don't know what's happening. I'm just like, all right, what are we going to do? I'm here for the ride. I'm here for the fun. She was like, have you ever seen so many Black people in one place? And I had to think about it. And I was like, yeah, when I grew up in DC, there was no fighting, no bickering, no, it was peace. It was love. It was fun. The food was good. The music was good. They had something for everybody. What does Miss Cooper say? If you have a meeting or counseling session, then the whole event was a tax write-off. So I was like, all right, McDonald's and Coca-Cola. What? You talking about sugar diabetes? Hello. The things that we're always trying to fight.
Right.
Everything that we try. They might as well have Newport cigarettes up in there. Drink the sugar water.
But I mean, McDonald's and Coke, they don't discriminate. They promote to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
They do. They don't discriminate. I'm being nice. This is the ugly. Y'all ready for the ugly? There's a concert in the evening. So, at the concert, they had the hip hop. Oh my gosh, Friday was awesome. They had
Slick Rick.
They had Slick Rick.
Big Daddy Kane.
You
said KRS.
One and Dougie Fresh.
Mm-hmm.
He was awesome. So then after him came Janelle Monáe. You talking about sticking a pin in a balloon. How the heck you gonna put her after Dougie Fresh? Nope.
There are people that could perform after Dougie Fresh, but it wasn't Janelle Monáe.
No, not at all. And then she comes out, Janelle, what's her name?
Janelle Monáe. Then she comes out with these black and white Daisy Dukes and this top right there with her tata sticking out. I'm like, is her tata uneven? And it's out beneath. I mean, just tata, just sticking out. Tata. You want everybody her tata. And then, let me tell you, she lifts and raises her arms up. She has so much hair under her arms, the whole audience gasped. They were like, shut up. No, you lying.
I'm not.
What?
we have Felicia. We have my source, Cynthia. Good evening. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that blue. Look at that. Getting ready.
Of course you love the blue.
Yes. I got my little
Jessica Burns.
Jessica Burns. Good evening, Jessica and Felicia. Oh, thank you. Good evening. And Nas, thank you. That's my family right there. Nas, I tell you, thank you for joining into the Urban Suite. And if this is your first time, you are now officially an urbanite.
Yes. That's right.
What's on the menu today? What's on the menu there, Mr.
Hey man,
Kelly?
we got a little
Councilman Kelly.
shrimp, we got a little scallop, and we got a little brochette chicken.
What kind of sauce is that? Is that avocado? What is that? Avocado?
This is not avocado, but it is
green.
Scrumptious.
Okay.
No, but it's a little lime, a little ginger. Good for the body.
And then of course,
We
good
are
for the
at
body.
Papillons, so they always make some things that are good for the body. A plethora of choices.
All right. And we got the nice Caesar salad over
A little
here.
Caesar salad. I don't really do the bread chunks, but
It looks good though.
I'm gonna leave that to my chief of staff. He's a bread guy.
All right. Before y'all get too comfortable over here, what we working with over here, Miss Carolyn? Oh, we got some nice coconut shrimp. Is that what we're working with? And Mr. Sabor, what you got going on back here?
Some calamari going on here with the marinara, and we got a house salad with a nice balsamic dressing.
Okay. All right. So we got the calamari.
Extra crispy because I love the bread.
Okay.
You know they say Marty Martin love the kids. Sabor love the bread.
Okay, that's good. All right. So we're right down here at Papillons. Where we at, Lisa?
Papillon 25, South Orange, New Jersey, 25 Valley Road.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Do It All Dupre Kelly. Councilman Dupre Kelly, and you're watching Urban Tools for Change Network. Hey Doc, where you at? Dr. LisaMLaCon. You already know how it goes down. Come on.
For the second part of this show, I am your co-host, Do It All Dupre Kelly. No, excuse me, Councilman Do It All Dupre. We're gonna have some fun for the 50th in North New Jersey, Lincoln Park. If y'all ready for it, is the North Ward in the building? Is the South Ward in the building? Is the East Ward in the building? How about the Central Ward? And we gotta throw them W's up for the West Ward. Hey man, I came out here to co-host, but it feel good being on this stage, man. Y'all want me to do something and take it back, man? Y'all want me to do something? Hey DJ June, you wanna play with them a little bit? If y'all ready for Tretch, make some noise, y'all. If y'all ready for the outs, make some noise, y'all. If y'all ready for Rod Digger, make some noise, y'all. Look, and we gonna stop Alex for doing that horrible.
Happy Rising, everyone. My name is Shatina with Cage Agency, and you're watching Urban Tools for Change Network.
What do you think it is about these artists at that time, like during the civil rights era, that made them more conscious of what was going on around
I
them?
think you had the Jim Crow laws that made them understand what people were trying to do in terms of their position in life. You can't go here, you can't do that, you can't do this, you know. And I think the music, it was the music that, and let's go back further to slavery, right?
Mhm.
So during that time, they didn't allow us to read. So what do we have? We had our music that we had to take from the homeland, and that was our way of communicating, to the point where as music was a way of a tool to escape. Oh, now why this come on, Mario? Oh my goodness. Let's bring Dr. Richard Mason out from behind the curtain. Hello there, doctor. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so very much for being here in the Urban Suite.
I am excited to be here. So
Oh, good.
and I love the energy, the bell, I tell you.
Dr. Richard Mason, you are a licensed professional counselor. You are the chair of the mental health department at Hampton University, as well as you are a board member of the Board of Education. What is the correct terminology with the Board of Ed?
Yeah, I'm school. It's the Hampton City School Board, and I'm actually chairman of the board.
Oh, you're chair. Oh, all right now. That's what I'm talking about.
We teach our students how to advocate for themselves, how to work hard, and how to build that resilience. And we're not allowing them to do that at this particular age, unfortunately. We want to love our children, and I would say Generation X, we are the parents that want to love our children and make things better for them. And in doing so, we are handicapping our children. We were put in situations where I thought I was making decisions. You know, I can make decisions on my own. But as I got older, I realized that my parents had given us choices A, B, or C, and they knew the direction in which we could go into within those parameters. And so we're not doing that anymore. We are giving our children the answers. You know, we're working through these things with our children versus allowing our kids to suffer the consequences. That's a hard pill to swallow. But you know, I always tell people, if you don't want to know my truth, don't ask the question of me. And so that's just what I see from one aspect and one angle.
Let's talk about urban issues plaguing our community with Dr. LisaMLaCon.
Now, for the most part, some people may feel a little uncomfortable about the graphics, about what we're going to discuss, because we're going to talk about our colon.
Ew. Respectfully.
And basically, some of the things, our body parts, you know, we get a little uncomfortable with it.
This is very uncomfortable for me. I don't know what to say.
People are like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God, it's so nasty.
We have to talk about it, because at the end of the day, I'm going to say this, forgive me, some of us may be full of shit. Holy shit.
But the caliber of the stool is like the shape that we have our slide here. You can see
Right.
kind of the
Let's pull
pellet
this
form.
up.
Yeah, you see kind of the pellet form. So we have like various extremes. So we've got an oily stool at the bottom, and then we've got the pellet form at the top.
Our bodies are going to be what they're going to be.
So you have different types. According to this image is provided by Livy, there are 7 types of stools here. So this is what I was talking about, which may be uncomfortable for some people. But the reality is we have to have these conversations.
Did you forget how to have a conversation?
And you have to look at your stool.
Wow.
Don't be afraid of it, okay?
Don't be afraid of the mess. That's the key.
So type 1, this is the one that's like constipation. Separate hard lumps like nuts, and it's hard to pass.
Hard pass.
Okay, that's when you're constipated. Type 2 is mild constipation, where it looks like a sausage shape, but it's a little lumpy. So you see that one?
Well, what food have you been eating?
And then type 3, it says that it's normal. It looks like a sausage, but with cracks on the surface.
I've never had sausage.
You never had sausage?
And then type 4, it looks like a sausage. I can't read this. It looks like a sausage or a snake.
Watch out for those snakes now.
I'm just glad the snake was the only thing in it if you cut him a jib.
Snakes on a plane.
It looks like a sausage or a snake, and it's smooth and soft.
Because when the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
And then 5, type 5 says it's lacking fiber, soft blob with clear cut edges, passed easily. And then
Can you shut the door?
type 6, mild diarrhea, fluffy pieces with ragged edges, and mushy stool.
What are you doing here?
And then type 7, watery, no solid pieces, entirely liquid. All right, you can put that down.
Put the poop down. Thank
Right.
you. Put the poop down. She said, look at it. She did not say touch it. So just remember that. Remain sanitary at all times.
That's right. Well, you know, as a mom, I used to look at my kids' diapers to see.
Ew. Respectfully.
You know, it feels uncomfortable to talk about these things, but we have to have this conversation and we have to normalize it.
It is never safe to fly during your third trimester.
That's right. So so I was out the whole time. I just remember counting 10, 9, 8.
And that was it. Bottom line, they didn't do that to you though.
Well, I was asleep. I don't know what they did to me. I don't know what they did to me. I just know what the doctor told me he did. That he put the thing up there and took images of it. But the doctor said I had a colon of a 31-year-old. I said, thank you.
There you go. Extra bell rings. You love too much poo. You drinking Mountain Dew.
That's why you have
don't, but we got to suck it up for the greater good.
That's right.
I don't know if that was the right terminology, but okay.
Yeah.
So can I get a referral from you? For what? Medicinal marijuana.
So mental health is everything. Mental health and emotional wellness are core to everything about our existence. Peace, y'all. I'm Dr. Adia Winfrey, founder and creator of Hype, Healing Young People Through Empowerment, the hip hop therapy curriculum. So mental health is key to everything. Mental health and emotional wellness are the foundation of everything. So it's very important with Mental Health Awareness Month that we understand and remind ourselves that taking time to check in with how we feel, taking time to rest, to drink water, to eat well, to get fresh air are all important things that keep us going physically, mentally, and just our quality of life in general. So mental health is so key and so crucial to everything that we do. And it's very important that we start that understanding at a young age and help our youth recognize that it's just a normal part of living in life and really putting time into our emotional wellness. You can get more information about Hype at letsgethype.com.
You know what? Dr. Lisa, mental health awareness should be every single month. Tonight, we are talking about schizophrenia. We really did not take it as a serious medical condition.
One thing's for sure, people take Black Friday very seriously.
We looked at it as someone was possessed by the devil.
I think we can arrange that.
Someone put some roots on them and they lost their mind.
Please hold. Your curse will be answered in the order it was received.
Could have been induced by a bad drug that they took.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
And schizophrenia is a chronic brain disorder that affects less than 1% of the US population. Symptoms can include delusions, those are those delusions I was talking about, hallucinations, disorganized speech, trouble with thinking, and lack of motivation. Basically, there is a chemical imbalance of neuron transmitters in your brain, all right? So that's basically what schizophrenia is in a nutshell. I was like, wait a minute, that's Dr. John Nash. He was a brilliant, and when I say brilliant, a brilliant man. He was a professor at Princeton University, but he was challenged with schizophrenia. One of my favorite artists of all time, Vincent van Gogh. Oh,
yeah.
He did most of his creative artwork in the psychiatric hospital. Start looking and listening for signs. Don't belittle them and just say, oh, they're a dime short, or the elevator doesn't reach the top floor. That's very insensitive, and it really does not help the situation of that person seeking and having a therapist. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Don't give up on your purpose. Don't give up on your passions. Don't give up. Oh, oh my gosh. Listen, you have entered into the Urban Suite with me, Dr. LisaMLaCon. So I have natural hair. If I had more hair, I would pull it, but I don't have that much hair to pull. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. People are like, oh my gosh. So and stare. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Something about Elisa. There's something about Elisa.
He said, Lisa.
Oh, Lisa.
Lisa, remember you were talking about pivoting. I love that. Like, oh, dun, 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 dun. Yes. All right. So you are back with me in the Urban Suite.
Hello, Urbanites. Hello.
Oh, I love that blue. Look at that. And you know what? This is our second year. Oh my gosh. So was it 2 years ago? No, last year? I can't remember.
What you mean?
What you mean? What? Are you serious? Anyway, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So for the month of May, I try to have all mental health topics. Our life is consumed with fear. What are delusions? And the week before that, I talked about hallucinations, because oftentimes in the urban community, we have a tendency to kind of mix up those two, between hallucinations and delusions. A hallucination, see how I did it? So between hallucinations and what are hallucinations and delusions, and people kind of put them together to make it sound like hallusions. But there's no such thing as a hallusion. It's a hallucination or delusion. It's all in your mind. And we are going to dig in and dive into thoughts versus feelings.
We all got feelings. I don't care how tough you supposed to be.
I don't say anything I feel. I don't share anything with the internet.
Huddle up, team. Feelings on 3. 1, 2, 3. Feelings!
And a lot of people don't know what that is.
I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Like, do you know what emotions are?
What we're gonna do is learn to hide our emotions with math problems.
You asking me? You asking me?
I'm asking you.
Who, me?
Oh, yeah, well, I think I do. I know what emotions are.
Your feelings are not only forgivable, they are the very meaning of life that only pre-silicon carbon-based entities can ever grasp.
Oh, what? Are you serious?
Perception is 1. The ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses. 2. A way of regarding, understanding, or interpreting something, a mental impression. Perception is affected by 1. The sensory capability of the witness. 2. The motivation or reasoning behind witnessing a subject. 3. The mood of the witness. 4. Prior experience or expectations about the subject. 5. The vantage point or perspective of the witness. 6. The timing of an event, whether it be the beginning, middle, or end. 7. Environmental conditions can also contribute to how a subject is perceived. Depending on the vantage point, or in some cases, the environmental conditions, a subject may appear differently to a witness. The same colors at surface level seem different when you go deeper. Our prior experience with how things operate may affect how we expect the current situation to play out. For example, are these dancers rolling or sliding across the floor? Or are they just walking really fast without moving their upper body? What a beautiful butterfly. Or is it something else entirely? So, to reiterate the point, several factors can affect one's perception of reality. Your sensory capability, or how well you can see, hear, smell, taste, or feel something. Your motivation or reason for witnessing a particular event. The mood you're in at the time of the event. Prior experience or expectations about a given circumstance. The vantage point or perspective from which you observe the particular event. The timing or particular point at which the given event occurred. And lastly, environmental conditions can affect how an event is perceived. By the way, the column is not moving. It's completely still. Only the people are moving. To see this more clearly, notice the red graffiti at the base of the column.
what are hallucinations?
Please tell me I'm not hallucinating right now.
Senses are being activated.
Nothing stimulates the mind and heart like live theater.
It's a perception of having seen.
I'm having full open eye hallucinations.
Heard.
Did you hear that?
Being touched.
Damn, that felt good.
Tasted.
Delicious.
Or smell. But it's not really there.
Something smells fishy.
That would be your breath, Robin.
It's all in your mind.
Have you lost your mind?
Your brain is processing all of this information to be real, whereas in actuality, it does not exist.
Don't always believe what you see.
It may look like you may see a person, but that person's not there. That's visual.
If you start hallucinating, good for you.
And then the next one is hearing, and that's the auditory. What's it?
They're out to get you. Someone's out to get you. They're coming for you. Someone's outside the door. Can you
Yes. Right. That's an auditory hallucination when you actually hear things that don't exist.
Wait, did you hear that? What was that?
And then the next one is olfactory, which is your nose. Smelling.
Did you guys smell that?
And if you smell me again, I'll punch you in the throat.
Now the touching is the tactile or the formication. Now the tactile, where you really believe someone is touching you. Now you get into the realm of sometimes this can become sexual in nature because you really feel that you're being touched in a sexual way.
It's a really good feeling, man.
Like when you go to a certain place, I don't know, if you smell a certain smell, you're gonna get memories of something. So then now they smell the smell, so then they feel somebody touching them because they remember. I'm just stretching, but I'm just.
Yes, you are.
I see your face.
Our society is a matrix. It's all an illusion.
Tasting hallucination. The proper word is gustatory hallucination. Well, the hallucination comes in when I believe it tastes good.
But not bad.
And those are hallucinations.
What is your illusion of bliss?
Mr. Montague, how you doing?
Through the Department of Labor, and I'm loving life. I'm getting the opportunity to help my community move forward. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm going to continue to be here. I'm never going to stop working with my community. I'm never going to give up.
name is Donette Land. I'm with Cage Agency, and you're watching Urban Tools for Change Network.
I want to talk about how to get the job based on how we interview.
A big angry black man comes walking in waving a gun, and you assume he's robbing the place? I ain't looking for no goddamn handout. I'm looking for a motherfucking job.
Excuse me?
You heard me? A motherfucking job.
Tell me about yourself.
I have anger issues. I'm a mess.
So why are you interested in this company?
I want to go on trips with my friends. I got bills to pay. But also somebody want to work here.
So basically, as the candidate, you need to paint a picture about your outcomes.
I ain't telling you shit.
But big up the company in a sense by saying, I researched you. We'll say he was on time.
Waiting.
We'll say that he perhaps gave a firm handshake.
You got a weak handshake, bro.
Okay. Now, when you do the firm handshake and when you are giving eye contact, please do not stare. Why are you looking for employment elsewhere?
Because I'm broke and I need a job and y'all hiring.
How much do you know about this company?
I know y'all hiring.
Yeah.
And y'all sell like groceries.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I want to own every HEB in the.
What do you hope to gain as an employee with this company?
Job. That'll help me develop valuable job skills and experience. It's like teaching a man how to fish. So quit stalling, get your ass back there, and give me a 40-hour-a-week position with vacation pay and benefits. You piece of shit, motherfucker. And don't make me ask twice.
Well, so that we can be relevant. What is the word? Relevant? What's the word I'm looking for?
Prevalent?
No. What's the word I'm looking for?
Relevant.
Relevant, yes. Relevant. Thank you. So we can be relevant.
You in that apricot sweater suit. Get your on over here now. How can I help you today?
I'd like to deposit this check, please, into my savings account, and then I need to withdraw.
Yeah. Just...
What do people need when they come to a job fair?
When you come to a job fair, you should bring a plethora of resumes.
Like multiple copies?
Yes, multiple copies of your resume. Dress professional, because that's what people look for as well. And you can bring, like a copy of your social ID, because some people definitely hire on the spot. That's basically it. Bring confidence. Don't be scared.
some of the type of employers that they'll see at a job fair?
New Jersey Transit, us, Best Ministries, ShopRite, La Casa de Don Pedro, Cali Carden. It's a lot. Blue Cross Blue Shield. The one that I just recently went to, June 1st, it was a lot. So even New Jersey State Police, correctional officers. Did I say New Jersey Transit? I did say New Community. UPS, North Border Education.
So what should people expect after they go to a job fair?
They should follow up, because if you go to a job fair, you see there's more than one person trying to get the same job that you are. So always follow up and be consistent. Because if you're not consistent and you just, I applied and that's it, you're not showing any eagerness for you to get this position, because it's plenty of other people applying for the same position. So what makes you stand out?
Okay.
My name is Tanisha Brown, but Nay is better.
Grand Rising, everyone. My name is Kareem Green with Cage Agency, the generous giver of good news, and you're watching Urban Tool for Change Network. Been working at Blessed Ministries, and now, believe it or not, I definitely see at least 400 candidates per month, helping them with jobs, training. I bring in companies to interview, do recruitments, set up job fairs. I'm really engaged.
And oftentimes, the first impression is a lasting impression, especially to employers. Give people an idea of what we may see on a day-to-day basis.
Some of the individuals we're dealing with, they're young. And you figure over the last 3 years, most people have been in the house. They really didn't have any dress code standards. Everything was done via, internet or computer. But now we're coming out of all of that. I get a lot of people that come in with wave scarves, scantily clad clothing, not becoming a lady or someone looking for a job. Well, go ahead, because I can keep going on.
Oh, okay.
On some real job interviews, and I'm going to act ratchet. Got a button up on so it could look like I'm ready for an interview, but I'm coming in there with some booty shorts on and some slides, period. Hi, I'm looking for the man.
All right, so look.
The wave scarves on, they won't take their hat off. They got these black and miles on the side of their ears. Some people, they don't have a filter. They just curse in public, using the F word, using the N word. And I have to correct them on a regular basis. This is not proper protocol.
Right. Why did you come in not looking interview ready? Like, you don't have on the tie of an interview.
I have on a white button up. What do you want me to do? Put on a suit and tie? I have a white button up,
you
sir.
feel interview ready.
Are you looking at my breast?
I'm not looking at your breast.
Okay.
I'm looking.
All right, so let's go down this list.
Yes.
Her attire is inappropriate. She's very combative, dismissive. Her language, she's using profanity in the interview. And the reason to be hired, she said, because she wants to travel and hang out with her friends. And then she's just impolite, her whole behavior. Like, this is the manager. She has no respect for him. She has no respect for the company. And to be perfectly honest, the way she carries herself, she has no respect for herself.
BMIWORKS Ministries, and this is my colleague who I work with at National Career Institute.
How you doing? My name is Angie Smith. I am the Director of Admissions with the National Career Institute. We are a vocational school whose main campus is located in East Orange, but we have branch campuses off in Kearney, as well as Hudson County Correctional Facility and Hudson County Community College.
Okay, and what do you guys train for?
So we offer career training programs in allied health medical, such as clinical medical assistant, phlebotomy technician, EKG technician, billing and coding specialist. We also offer the general construction program, which is with plumbing, framing, sheetrock, and carpentry. And if people are qualified, they can get a direct walk into a carpentry union. I also offer the electrical assistant in HVAC, which is heating, ventilation, refrigeration, and air conditioning program, where you can become a certified national HVAC tech as well as an electrical assistant. And we have financial aid for those who qualify. We work with all different agencies throughout Jersey, and we are offender friendly. And I help people get their GEDs as well. If I can't do it directly from NCI, I do make sure that we give out information to a lot of the different partnerships and agencies that we work with.
Are there
And we do have job placement. I have an 80% job placement overall with all of my programs, which is something that I'm really excited about. So for example, if 10 people came to NCI, 8 definitely have jobs. But we don't play that.
Right. Are there any requirements that the people have to have before they come?
So the traditional requirements are high school diploma, ID, social security card, and birth certificate or passport or green card.
Okay. And what are some of the benefits they receive after they get their training?
So after you become nationally certified, because we are a certified national testing site, you can do it from the comfort of your own campus. You get national certifications to take with you all over the United States. And we are a resourceful school, so we're not just a training facility. We also help you with different levels of your life. So if someone needs a food voucher, a furniture voucher, if they're having any type of issues with, let's say, addiction, whatever it is that you have an issue with, I try to make sure that we can take care of that before you become a student, because you won't be able to focus if you're having, your day-to-day issues.
All right. And your contact information, how do people get in contact?
So people can get in contact by calling us at 973-678-3901. My direct extension is 225. If you would like to look on our website, it's www.nciedu.com. And if you wanted to get me by my email, I am at asmith@nciedu.com.
All right. And one last thing, how does BMI help facilitate this type of training services?
We offer to pay up to $4,000.
All right. And how do we get in contact with BMI?
You can just walk in, you can go on our website, and definitely come see me.
All right. Thank you.
We do put people to work.
Tracy Taylor.
And where are we right now?
We are in the Recovery Junction. It's a recovery center in Jersey City. It's actually the first recovery center in all of Hudson County. I am a certified peer recovery specialist. So anybody, trying to recover and in recovery, active recovery, they'll pair them with somebody like myself who has been through the recovery experience, just as someone to talk to constantly, and someone that can share experiences, maybe to help them, with some of the difficulties they're having in their recovery. Certified Peer Recovery Specialist, CPRS. I was introduced to the program when I was staying at the Respite, which is a mental facility in Newark where you can go for 10 days of rest and try to, figure out what your next move was. Because at the time I was in a shelter. So at the Respite, I met with a counselor every day. And the counselor, after hearing my story, said that she had a program that I might be interested in. Because I guess what made her think that I'd make a good recovery specialist, or if that was a good fit for me, was because that's kind of what I've been doing, for maybe 20 years, sharing my story with people and seeing how it empowers them. Next step in that process was to get me signed up for the internship. I had to go through BMI so that, I was welcomed into the intern. So then first it was the CCAR. We did the ethics portion as well as the CCAR. And that was 1 week and like 2 days. We did that virtually. And then right after that, within a week, I was put into an internship program here in Jersey City.
Right, and just for people that don't know, BMI is Blessed Ministries.
Blessed Ministries.
It's incorporated, right?
Incorporated.
And how did that help you get onto this path that you're on now?
It was everything for me. It was everything. Because as I was coming into the program, the shelter that I was staying in Kearney, was closing. And I really had nowhere to go. And it was because I was in, because Blessed Ministries had this program where you could become a paid intern, that I was able to afford a transitional facility for women, as opposed to being back on the street after I had, been in shelters for like at least 4 months.
assisted me with the training in regards to setting us up for the courses, for the CCAR and the ethics course. BMI, Mr. Corley specifically, he was very hands-on, spoke to me about the internship and what it had to offer, what possibilities could come out of it, what services that they had to extend if you needed after the fact. So I just really took advantage of everything that BMI had to offer and what they were giving to me, because it was a real opportunity. It was something that I really walked into, wasn't expecting, but I really got a lot of good results out of it. Christina Moody. Well, I'm currently in the role of a peer supportive recovery specialist, which I give supportive services to people who are looking to receive services for drug and alcohol addiction and mental health. Myself, I'm in recovery myself. I just had a celebration of 19 years in recovery, so it's something near and dear to me. So the role that how it came about was I was driving a bus, and I stopped driving the bus. It was not fulfilling to me, not something that I really wanted to do. And I was at the library and I saw a flyer at the library, and all I seen on it was recovery. So I read it, and it was about prevention links and the internship that they offered there for a peer supportive specialist, recovery supportive specialist. So I called and I enrolled in the class, and I took the internship, which required me to get my training, CCAR training, ethics training that I did, and gave me an internship with Prevention Links, which was really rewarding, gave me another outlook on
recovery and the multiple pathways that people just have to meet a person where they is. Every day is a different day because, like I said again, the substance use portion of it is pretty much, I go over my personal experience, but now that I'm learning more about the mental health aspect and like how that completely goes hand in hand, I believe, that's just my opinion. Every day is different. Some days I leave here, I'm really like fulfilled and, you know, feeling like, okay, I did a good job today. And some days I leave like, okay, Christina, what could you do better the next time? So, you know, every day is a learning experience. I have a great group of support at Richard Hall. Like a lot of the staff there, they're very knowledgeable, very helpful in, you know, helping me navigate through this soon to get my CDAC.
And what's the CDAC?
That's a certified alcohol and drug counselor. Okay. And it's a certification that I would get through the state of New Jersey.
Right. And the one that you have now is called a what?
It's a peer recovery support specialist. Okay. Right. CPRS.
Right.
Richard Hall Community Health and Wellness Center. And you can find all the information there. For me, it was everything that I thought it would be. I just got my high school diploma in June. So it's never too late, never ever too late. I just want to say thank you to BMI, Mr. Crawley, and all the staff there for all of your help, for navigating me through this process, for always being there when I needed questions answered and I wasn't sure about what to do or where to go. I just want to give you my complete gratitude and thanks for just being there for me. I appreciate it.
Urban Tools for Change Network is sponsored by Bless Ministries Incorporated, BMI, the premier workforce development agency in the state of New Jersey. We are here to serve you. If you have a history of being on parole, if you are on probation, if you are an adult with a disability, if you are a youth with a disability and you're looking for employment, come check us out at 973-733-WORK. So again, BMI sponsors Urban Tools for Change Network.
Hunter.
And I'm Weldon Montague. I knew this gentleman ever since he was in the 8th grade, okay? He ran into a little trouble, he came out. What just happened to you that was significant?
He got a job.
I got him. He got a job at Wakefern. I called Wakefern up. He had an interview, he went, now he works at Wakefern.
Congratulations.
Okay? I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
All right?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Come here.
Hi, my name is Joanna Ortiz. I'm currently an employee at Bless Ministries, Inc. You can definitely come see us at 23 Branford Place on the 2nd floor, Newark, New Jersey, 07102. You can also look us up online, which is at BMIWORKS.org.
That when they get hired,
They come, you know, they refer somebody. Look, I got a job from there. Go
So
there.
then
Trust me, they're gonna help you. They're not gonna give up on you. You know, they'll follow up with you. You know, and that's what we do. We try to follow up consistently until they employed. It's seeing people walk out of here smiling, happy, and walking out with a job. If either it's a job or rental or finish a training, you know, when they got the certificates, or even like with the tailor, when they make their outfits, they get so excited, you know, that amazes me. You know, because they put their whole heart into it, and that amazes me. I always say this, and then I'm out of my personal experience. You gotta learn how to brush certain things to the side, and you gotta move forward. If you want something, get it. You have to do the footwork. You could get the help, because you're gonna get the help. But if you don't do the footwork, it's not gonna happen. And you have to be dedicated. You know, that's very important. You have to be very dedicated to what it is that you love and what you inspire, what it is that you wanna do. I came from the Bronx, you know, difficult situations. My son is currently in a school here. Since I've been out here, I've been working at a deli. I started at a deli. And then from a deli, I went to Home Depot. I went to a superintendent, surprisingly, superintendent. And then I went, now I was working at Greater Essex, which I was receptionist, administrative, which that's what I do. And then now I'm working at Blessed Ministries, and I'm also administrative supervisor now at this point. And I'm very happy with it. So I've come a long way since I've been out here. You gotta make the work. You gotta put the footwork. If you don't put the footwork, then sweetheart, you're not gonna get nowhere. You know, because it's just about the footwork. If we give you the opportunity, you have to make that footwork. You know, and then that's as far as what we come across. Yeah, the majority is through Facebook, yeah. You know, or is a word, mouth of word. Because yes, because I even myself, I always spread the word out. That if you start something, start from here. And when you wanna, let's say that's not the job you want. Okay, that's fine, but don't leave it. Never leave in bad, you know, bad terms. Look for something else. Make sure you leave your 2 week notice and let them know, okay, I found something else better. You know, but you just gotta keep moving forward, because that's the only way you're gonna get exactly what you really want. And then I came here looking for work, and they hired me, you know, thanks to Monty and EG, because they were the ones that put the word out for me.
Right.
And it's a good thing, you know.
So how long do you think the path to recovery has been for you?
It's been so far so good. If anything, I think I'm progressing. You know, I've been progressing a whole lot more as time goes on. And since I've been here, I've been progressing more, you know, because this is different scenery.
Different environment.
Yeah, so it's like, I've been progressing a whole lot more, a lot better. You know what, they do a lot, because when they walk in that door, some people come in already doubting, you know, thinking that it's a temp. We're not a temp agency. We make sure that we give them a job. And if that job doesn't work for them, we'll continue researching and looking, you know. But when you first see them walk in, their first impression is like they don't want to be here. But you got to change that. You know, you have to change their attitude, the way they are. And then after that, they're happy. They go, they come back, and they leave and smiling. Smiling, either with a referral, with a job, anything. And they always come back. They always come back, at least just to let us, give us the good news. Even with the rental assistance, everything. They come back, I got an apartment, or I got my furniture, or I got a job, everything. Or I finished my training. And you know, that makes my day. That definitely makes my day. I'm actually gonna bring you to my home. And since I've been with Blessed Ministries, from being at a shelter with my son, I ended up here, and I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough of my home. You know, from having nothing, I ended up rebuilding again. My bedroom, I'm still working on it. I'm focusing on everything else. This is gonna be the last thing I'm gonna focus on. You know, but besides that, I have a beautiful home. I've been blessed ever since I've been working at Blessed Ministries.
they looked out for me a lot. I went into my homes and everything, and I got blessed. But from being in that shelter to where I'm at right now, yeah, definitely a blessing. And I'm really grateful.